this week's Coach's Tip, we're going to show you a defensive drill that we work on to really emphasize getting back in transition defense. A lot of teams that you see on TV play on the weekends, one of the things that they really try to do is they try to push the ball up the floor, get a quick shot before the defense is set. One of our staples is making sure that we get back our 5 defenders, setting our defense, and then making their 5 go against our 5 defense, and that can only happen if they sprint back. One of the first things we'll do is we'll blow the whistle, and the 5 guys on defense will sprint back in 3 seconds. They'll get from this half court inside to 3 on the other end. Ready? 1, 2, 3 and a half. So they're turned around, they get into the defensive situation. That's how quickly we should be able to get back. All right, here we go. Now Coach Kerrigan is going to throw the basketball. We got 5 guys along the free throw line. We got 5 guys in a different colored jersey on the baseline. We're going to throw it to one of the guys on the baseline. Whoever's man is in front of him from a defensive standpoint has to go touch the line, and now it's 5 on 4. The 4 defensive guys have to slow them down to where the last guy can come in and we can play 5 on 5. This is called line of ball. You can see they're talking. They're being aggressive on the closeout. The intensity's got to be there. 5, 4, 3. We got a blocks back down situation, and then we come up with the rebound. Okay, we're going to go one more time. In transition, the first guy down has to protect the basket. Somebody has to call out ball. Again, talking is a crucial part of the transition defense. And once we get those two areas covered, the other one, you do not have a man till you get all 5 guys down on the half court. A lot of times in younger basketball, you'll see guys run to their own man and somebody gets wide open and in for the layup. Here's line of ball one more time. Good. We got good pressure. The person that comes in that touches the line, and he's coming in he's got 9 guys in front of him, 5 offensive, 4 defensive. He is going to take the man farthest away from the ball. That's the guy that has the least chance of getting a good pass and a score. So everybody's talking on the ball. He's running to the opposite side, get the guy farthest away from the ball. Set your defense. If you can play 5 defense against 5 offense in transition, you give yourself a much better chance of winning.
How about that? Good tip, Coach. Where'd they get you the Drew Carey microphone, by the way?
Wasn't that nice?
I thought you were going to say, come on down for a second.
We came out of the boom that we normally roll around with the wires. It was broken.
Let's take a look at the standings. And it's good that you've gotten off to such a good start because you needed to.
It really helps. And you see us in Defiance up with undefeated records with 4-0, and then Hanover, a big game for us on Wednesday at 3-1. So, what you see during that with those standings is a pretty balanced, top 6.
Absolutely. Good balance so far, and the Pioneers right in the thick of things. We're coming right back. We'll profile the Pioneer, that and much more when we come right back here on Transylvania Basketball with Brian Lang.
On Cough, the Pioneers are not a big team in the middle, but they do have a 6'5" big man, Blake McCowan. McCowan gained a lot of experience last season, and it's translating this year into success for the sophomore. At 6'5", Blake McCowan looks like a very dominant, fierce 5-man, but it's his personality that is truly special.
I'm happy with just playing hard. I mean, that's the only thing I can really control. Sometimes the baskets don't go. Sometimes you slip up and your man gets a point, but if you play hard, that's about all you can do. I mean, I've been happy the way I'm playing. I'm a little bit more into it than I was last year, and I don't know. The guys, you always want to play hard for them and stuff because they're always, it's good camaraderie and stuff.
So how was McCowan learning from that loss last year against Worcester in the first round?
Just feeds us food for our drive. I mean, nobody wants to go out of the first round of the NCAA tournament. I don't know. I mean, you've seen that we was a really good team last year, and we can be just as good this year, and we don't want to end up like last year's team and get beat in the first round of the NCAA.
And it is that NCAA tournament experience and his experience from last season that McCowan is drawing from this year and channeling it into the young underclassmen.
I'm going to work hard for them, and I expect the same thing from them. I mean, if I'm going to put out 100%, they need to put out 100% for me, and they're doing it right now. We're playing really good, we're playing hard, and I can't ask for more right now.
And on a more personal level, I asked McCowan why Transylvania University, and he had a very simple answer.
Transy. I mean, I looked at other places my freshman year, but it was just the name of Transy and all the tradition and Coach Lane and Coach Kerrigan. I knew they was going to push me as soon as I came in, and that's what I was looking for. I mean, I'm here to get better.
And Blake is getting a lot better this season. The main focus Brian Lane says he needs to work on, getting a little bit meaner and hitting someone in the mouth.
Coach trying to get me to be a little bit meaner. I'm a little too nice sometimes, you know. Being soft, not hitting people, and I'm getting better. I mean, I don't know. Trying to be more aggressive, go the hole a little harder, make it more aggressive, stronger post moves, not help everybody up if I knock them down, just little things like that.
Punch him in the mouth?
Yeah, punch him in the mouth, that helps.
And if you haven't already been able to tell, Blake has a hard time being mean in his game because, as I will tell you, he is one of the nicest Transy players you'll meet.
One of my favorite things is usually the night before game. Me and most of the guys will go out to Applebee's and grab us some half-off appetizers and hang out and just tell jokes. It's probably like my favorite thing to do right now. And then with school back in session now, it's the books, and it's not really as fun as I'd like it to be, but got to do it.
Blake is a sophomore from West Liberty, Kentucky. He is undecided in his major and his career goals. So, Coach, how's Blake's toughness coming along?
Looks like to me we need to add Applebee's to the corporate sponsorship.
You think?
We need to send them the bill.
Well, I think those guys are probably doing some consuming, wouldn't you think?
Absolutely. Those guys really get along, and that's one of the things with Blake. Even in practice, he likes the guys so much.
Sure.
It's hard for him to really be aggressive. It's not, you know, I've coached some teams.
It's not his
where,
nature.
No, but I've coached some teams where guys just kill each other every day, and that's not his nature. But as he's progressing, and this year he's doing much better, and the next 2 years can be even better. But somebody with his size and bulk and just a little more meanness, don't know about punching in the mouth. I think that's wrong.
You wouldn't condone that. You think Ryan misinterpreted that a little bit? 7 points and big free throws for him up at Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, and those were huge because we had him in there late because he is a good free throw shooter, and just stepped up there and knocked him down, and just we needed it because that gives you up 3. It's a whole different ball game to protect the basket.
All right, we're coming back to wrap things up. Stick around and continue joining us here on Transylvania Basketball with Brian Lane. Welcome back into Transylvania Basketball with Coach Brian Lane. Coach, let's go ahead and take a look at the schedule coming up this week. Chance for folks to come out and see the Pioneers at home. What do you like the most about your team right now, Brian?
I think the way we've come back from the holiday break and going into the conference with a lot of confidence. I mean, that really helps, and the defensive intensity is going. We're so unselfish from an offensive standpoint. The last 2 games, Joey Verax he hadn't scored in double figures because they've really concentrated on the guards have picked it up. Now it's probably gonna flip here eventually as they start to get back out on the guards, and our adjustments have been pretty effective.
Guys just got to be patient. Coach, thanks there as you take a look at that schedule again. Thanks for having us along. Good to be with you.
Well done.
Thanks. We'll see you next time here on Transylvania Basketball with Brian Lane.